Welcome back, Old Car Stories. Today, we take you on a journey back in time to explore one of the most iconic vehicles in automotive history, the Ford Model T. A car that didn't just change the road, but changed the world. Whether you're a car enthusiast or a curious learner, the story of the Model T is one that's deeply woven into the fabric of the 20th century. The Ford Model T made its debut on October 1st, 1908. At the time, automobiles were seen as luxury items, available only to the wealthy. But Henry Ford had a different vision, a car for the common man. And with the Model T, he turned that dream into reality. It was the first car that many working families could afford, and it quickly became a symbol of American innovation and practicality. What made the Model T so revolutionary wasn't just its price, but also the way it was made. Henry Ford introduced the moving assembly line in 1913, which allowed cars to be produced faster and at a lower cost. This method reduced the time to build a Model T from over 12 hours to just 90 minutes. It was a manufacturing breakthrough that influenced not only the auto industry, but modern industry as a whole. The Model T was powered by a 2.9-liter inline-4 engine that produced about 20 horsepower. That might not sound like much today, but it was enough to move the car at speeds of up to 45 miles per hour. It came with a 2-speed planetary transmission and was surprisingly capable, especially on the rough, unpaved roads of the early 1900s. It was designed to be simple, durable, and easy to maintain. One of the key reasons for the Model T's success was its ruggedness. Ford designed the car with the American farmer in mind. It could handle dirt roads, plowed fields, and just about anything the countryside could throw at it. People often said that if something went wrong, a farmer could fix it with a piece of wire and some fencing tools. That do-it-yourself spirit became part of the car's charm. In terms of design, the Model T had a very simple and functional look. Early models featured brass fittings, wooden wheels, and a tall, boxy shape. From 1914 onward, the Model T was famously available in any color, so long as it's black. This was due to the faster drying time of black paint, which helped keep production moving at speed. Though simple in appearance, it had a charm all its own. Inside, the Model T offered very basic comforts. There were 3 pedals on the floor, one for the clutch, one for reverse, and one for the brake, and a hand throttle on the steering column. For modern drivers, it could be confusing, but once mastered, it was very functional. The seats were made of leather or imitation leather, and the dashboard was minimal. But to its owners, it felt like freedom. The Model T wasn't just a car, it was a movement. By the 1920s, more than half of the cars on American roads were Model Ts. It became affectionately known as the Tin Lizzie, a nickname that reflected its scrappy personality and resilience. In many households, the Model T was the first car ever owned, and its arrival often marked the beginning of a new lifestyle. Over the years, Ford continued to improve the Model T while keeping it affordable. Features like electric starters, improved suspensions, and better lighting systems were gradually introduced. Despite these upgrades, the core philosophy remained the same: a reliable, economical car for everyday people. This consistency helped build trust in the Ford brand and in the car itself. The impact of the Model T wasn't limited to the roads. It reshaped cities and rural towns alike. It gave people the freedom to travel farther for work or pleasure, connected distant communities, and allowed for the growth of suburbs. It even influenced culture, with road trips becoming a part of American life. The Model T brought people closer together in ways never imagined before. By the time production ended in 1927, Ford had built more than 15 million Model Ts. It remained the best-selling car in history until the Volkswagen Beetle surpassed it in the 1970s. Even then, its legacy was untouched. The Model T didn't just dominate its era, it defined it. It showed the world what was possible when innovation met purpose. Today, the Model T remains a beloved classic. Car collectors, hobbyists, and museums around the world preserve and restore these vehicles. Many are still roadworthy, and you can occasionally see them driven in parades or vintage car rallies. For those who own one, it's more than just a piece of history. It's a connection to a different time. Driving a Model T today is a unique experience. You don't just hop in and go like you would with a modern car. It requires understanding, patience, and a feel for the mechanical rhythm of the vehicle. But that's part of the joy. It reminds us how far we've come and how much we owe to the simplicity and brilliance of early automotive engineering. The Model T also played a role in shaping labor and industry. Ford's decision to pay his workers $5 a day, a generous wage at the time, allowed his own employees to afford the cars they built. This was revolutionary thinking and helped create the modern middle class. It also showed that treating workers fairly could be good business. Beyond America, the Model T found its way into many parts of the world. It was assembled in countries like Canada, England, and even South Africa. It was a truly global car, adapted for different markets, climates, and terrains. Its universality made it a global icon long before the word globalization was commonly used. Stories about the Model T are passed down through generations. Grandparents tell tales of driving them through snowy winters, muddy farm roads, and bustling city streets. The Model T has appeared in countless films, books, and photographs. It's more than just a car. It's a symbol of resilience, innovation, and the power of dreams made real. In the world of old cars, the Model T holds a special place. Not because of its speed or luxury, but because of its heart. It was built for people, and it carried with it the hope of a new era. In a time of rapid change, it gave people the means to move forward, literally and figuratively. And that's what makes it so enduring. Thanks for joining us today on Old Car Stories. If you enjoyed this look into the remarkable legacy of the Ford Model T, don't forget to like, subscribe, and leave a comment below. Do you have a memory, story, or photo involving the Model T? We'd love to hear about it. Until next time, keep your wheels turning and your stories rolling.